As we start to approach the back end of the season, teams start to look at who will have a place in the squad next season and who will be shipped off elsewhere. The clubs will look at their shortlist of transfer targets and forge strategies to ensure they secure the players they need. In today's video, we have some huge Liverpool transfer news as well-respected football journalist Fabrizio Romano has given the green light on a potential deal. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool's only focus will be on progressing to the quarter-finals of the Champions League, when they meet Paris Saint-Germain, but they have 5 players at risk of suspension. PSG make the trip to Anfield on Tuesday night for the deciding leg of their last 16 tie, with Liverpool holding a 1-0 advantage after Harvey Elliott's late winner at the Parc des Princes. All focus will rightly be on qualifying for the final 8 of the competition, but 5 players are at risk of suspension if they are cautioned on Tuesday and the Reds progress. Those players are Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, Andy Robertson, Alexis Mac Allister and Harvey Elliott, with the exception of the number 19, all will be anticipated to start at Anfield. Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson and Elliott are all on 2 bookings from the Reds' 9 games this season, with cautions incredibly not wiped until after the quarter-final stage. It is an incredibly long time for players to stay under the radar of the referee, as Mac Allister well knows, as he has been booked 4 times already. Under UEFA rules, suspensions occur after 3 cautions and any subsequent odd-numbered card throughout the competition. The quintet's fate will be in the hands of referee Istvan Kovac. The Romanian was in charge of Liverpool's 5-2 defeat at home to Real Madrid in 2023, and PSG's home 4-1 victory over Barcelona last season. Except for Van Dijk, who only received his 2nd booking at PSG, the quartet all avoided a yellow card last time out to ensure they could play at Anfield on Tuesday. Liverpool are in for another tough test against France's champions-elect, but will be eager to harness the power of Anfield to set up a meeting with either Aston Villa or Club Brugge. Unai Emery's side take a 3-1 advantage into their 2nd leg meeting against Simon Mignolet's side, with Villa Park to host the decider on Wednesday night. If Liverpool progress and see any of the 5 above-mentioned players cautioned, they will miss the first leg of the quarter-final, which we know would take place at Anfield. Now, in a huge Fabrizio Romano update, the journalist wrote an article explaining the future of Bournemouth defender Milos Kerkez, where he explained, Milos Kerkez is shaping up to be one of the hottest prospects in the upcoming summer transfer window, with top clubs across Europe already eyeing him closely. The Hungarian left-back has delivered standout performances for Bournemouth this season, and it's going to be incredibly difficult for the Cherries to fend off the suitors that are set to come knocking in the coming months. Credit must go to Bournemouth and their manager Andoni Iraola, who not only trusted and developed Kerkez, but also managed to hold on to him last summer despite several clubs showing serious interest. However, this year is poised to tell a different story, as sources close to the player indicate that the landscape has shifted. A key development that highlights this shift happened in January when Kerkez signed with Fali Ramadani and his Lyon Sports agency, a move that signals his intentions for a fresh chapter in his career. Ramadani, a high-profile agent who manages stars like Federico Chiesa, has strong ties to some of the top clubs around the globe. His involvement adds fuel to the speculation that Kerkez is eyeing a major transfer, and Liverpool is right at the heart of it. The Reds had already shown interest in Kerkez back in 2024 when he wasn't on the market, and that interest hasn't faded. Liverpool remains keen on the 21-year-old left-back heading into the summer of 2025. With Liverpool's director of football Richard Hughes having inside knowledge of Bournemouth and Kerkez's situation, the groundwork for a deal is being quietly laid. While nothing is set in stone just yet, Liverpool has a genuine desire to secure a new left-back for the upcoming season, alongside a centre-back, and Kerkez is one of the 3 top names already approved by manager Arne Slot for their summer shortlist. Contacts between the parties are expected to intensify in the months to come, as Liverpool's interest is serious. The lure of Champions League football is certainly something that Kerkez is drawn to, and that could play a pivotal role in the potential transfer. As it stands, sources estimate the fee for Kerkez will hover around 40 to 45 million euros, but Bournemouth will determine the final price as the summer window approaches. But Liverpool aren't the only club with an eye on Kerkez. Manchester United had their chance to secure him in January, placing him high on their shortlist. However, Bournemouth's reluctance to sell mid-season led United to pivot towards Lecce's Patrick Dorgu, another left-back they've been monitoring, leaving them out of the current race for Kerkez. Meanwhile, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid have also shown interest, sending scouts to watch him throughout the season. Though Liverpool seem to have the inside track, nothing is guaranteed. Surprises can always happen in the world of football, but what's certain is that Milos Kerkez is a player who will command attention this summer. The transfer saga is just getting started, and Liverpool is very much in the mix, ready to make their move when the time is right. In other news, Virgil van Dijk has urged Liverpool fans to be at their very best for PSG's visit to Anfield, so another special European night can be added to the club's collection. An occasion like Wednesday night's second leg against PSG speaks for itself, with a fine margin between progression and an early exit when two top sides meet. Liverpool may have a one-goal advantage from the first leg, but it is not a lead to defend, rather one Arne Slot side will aim to build on with the backing of a feral Anfield crowd. PSG have done plenty of talking ahead of this match, but the Reds will do theirs on the pitch, and Van Dijk has asked supporters to be at their very best in his programme notes. I don't think I need to say too much about the quality of our opponents, the captain penned. It was there for everybody to see in the first leg over in France, when we had to fight extremely hard from the first minute to the last. We needed some big performances on the night, and we needed some big moments to go our way too. But as I said after the game last week, it is only half-time in the tie, and there is a lot of football still to be played. That's why we need you guys at your very best tonight. The atmosphere at Parc des Princes last week was really good, but I know what Anfield is capable of on a night like this, and I can't wait to see and hear you all. Van Dijk continued. We come into the game on the back of a positive result against Southampton at the weekend, but knowing that there are things we will need to improve on in terms of our performance levels. The second half on Saturday was very good for us, but the first half was a reminder of what can happen if we allow our levels to drop, both individually and collectively. That was a point the head coach made after the game, and it is up to us to make sure that we take his words on board. We need to play with more intensity, with and without the ball, and we need to run and fight for everything from the very first whistle. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.